My name is Brett Johnson. I work with business leaders around the world. I live in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and recently I was in South Africa running some training with some people, and one of the questions was, does God have any other products that he'd like to give you that could really meet a need? And one of the guys there was Brunt, and Brunt has a company called Dune Foods, and they make products that address diabetes and other issues out of the pods of mesquite trees. And mesquite trees are alien vegetation, so they're a problem in South Africa. And as a young man, he noticed after there'd been a fire and there was no grass to eat, the cattle would go and eat the pods. And so then he did some research, went out to various universities, found out what the inherent ingredients were, and from that developed various products that would deal with diabetes and so on. But I told him in 2017, Brunt, God isn't done with giving new product ideas. So why don't you ask God for a brand new idea of something? Brunt is a guy of prayer, so he prayed and he asked God to just give him an idea, give him a revelation, give him an idea of something he could make that he hadn't even thought of making yet. And something that came to his mind was this idea of doing an espresso out of something that's not even coffee. All of his other products require an FDA type approval. So he came up with a coffee that's made out of these same beans, and they experimented, they went through a whole roasting process, and the result is this over here, Manna Brew. Manna Brew is fantastic, doesn't taste exactly like coffee, but for people who can't handle the caffeine, can't handle the coffee, this is a superfood. So it actually has all sorts of proteins and other things in here that are helpful for people. And this also benefits indigenous people who live in the middle of nowhere in South Africa, who don't have much employment. So now he's providing employment for them. They harvest the beans, they bring them to them, and so he's actually using this product to transform the society where these indigenous people live with this vegetation that otherwise people don't have a use for. It's considered a weed.